Hey Jim, it's Grant. I've been waiting to have a game where I can use it as a do as I do, not just do as I say. You've asked for quite a while, how do you actually use tanks and how do you position yourself? And you've implied that you want to actually be on the attack, not just hiding way back and sniping. So obviously in town is like the most dangerous place for a tank to be. The trick is to always watch your mini-map and always be right behind your infantry. Draw a line on the map of the frontmost infantry and pretend that's the front line and never get too far in front of or behind that line. You have to stay right behind them. And this accomplishes a lot of things. As a tank, your primary weakness is the fact that you can't look around, you can't see what's going on behind you, above you, around you. By making sure you're near friendly infantry, they're taking care of most of the infantry threats around you. They're gonna save your bacon so many times, shooting off the guy that's crawling towards you with a bomb or the guy with the bazooka, and you're never even gonna know it. And they're always usually spotting the enemy tanks like that right there. I'm in a crappy Japanese tank, and I'm really vulnerable to all these American tanks at this tier. So them giving me a heads up by spotting is a lifesaver, because it means I can switch to the right ammo, I can get in an ambush position in time. And of course, you're helping them by giving them heavy fire support and a really tough target for the enemy to deal with. In this game, this is late in the game, I hadn't been using a tank, and their tanks had been crushing us. It was a long back and forth. And as soon as somebody on our side got in a tank and started supporting the push, then it started to turn and we ended up winning it. So you see, I'm following right behind the infantry, that line, invisible line on the minimap, and I'm paying attention to that tank marker. You'll see in a second here, their tank did not follow these ideas. It wandered out in front of the infantry, and look at it. It's swarming with enemy infantry. There's people throwing bombs at it, people running at it from the sides with bazookas. That's what 99% of the time takes you out as a tank. And if you're staying behind your infantry, that reduces that to very low odds. I mean, yeah, somebody can still sneak around beside you, but to do so, they have to get around all those infantry in front of you, and that makes their life a lot more difficult, which is exactly what you want. And by following like this, you're giving help to the infantry. That guy was struggling to take that tank out, so this big cannon helps it out. Right now, I'm using the high explosive shells, and you're dealing with the enemy reinforcements trying to get to the point, and that's a huge help to the guys on the point. These Japanese tanks, or at least this one in particular, doesn't even have a machine gun that you can use from the turret. I'm sure you've noticed I'm only firing a cannon, and it's not even a really big or good cannon. It's just a crappy little cannon, but it's more than enough to be a major problem for the enemy to deal with because of that area of effect and that extreme long range. As you can see, with all these friendlies around me, I'm really not worried about enemy infantry coming up to my flank or from behind me. I'm really just worried about what's in front of me, and it's a lot harder to use a bazooka or something at long range from the front and against the frontal armor. So the threat to me from enemy infantry is greatly reduced. And because there's infantry out in front of me, the odds that a tank sneaks up on me are also greatly reduced because they're typically going to mark it before then. The TLDR version is stay right behind the infantry, pay attention to what's going on, and provide fire support to the infantry, and you'll greatly help out the attack.